I'm not somebody who's, I'm not like, let's go.
Millie, when Carlos, it's so good to talk to you. Congratulations on this film, first of all. Absolutely loved it. Well, we'll start with Millie. I mean, it says damsel beside you, but don't be confused. Anybody watched this hasn't heard about this yet. This is no damsel in distress kind of who needs to be saved. This is a proper empowering female character. And is that something, I assume when you see that on the page at the start, you go, okay, this is something I could do, I could get into.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what initially drew me was I was 16 when I, first got the email of, this is this story. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, like I get to play a princess, like 16, that was what kind of made me so excited. But then obviously COVID happened and it pushed production back a bunch. And I ended up turning 18 when we started filming. And something about that felt different. It felt way more important and vital in my life to do the role when I was 18. And I'm glad that happened and that space was allowed, so that I could grow and become my own woman before jumping into Elodie, so that I had more personal experiences to implement into the role. But yeah, of course, I remember I got a big picture of what Elodie might have looked like. And on the back, it was like, we can't wait for you to be our princess. And it was from you. Yeah. And I remember being like, it was exciting because one, I knew this was going to challenge me and push me to, new heights. I'd never really pushed myself before, but also to have a director that was so excited to have you. I was like, this is going to be such a collaborative experience and one that I know will also push me as a producer and help me learn, and I can kind of shadow him and see how he works so that I would be able to one day do something like that myself. So for me, I just knew it was going to be an all-around really positive experience for me as an actor, as a person, and as a producer.
Yeah, and obviously it must have been great to know that Millie really wanted to do this, to still get involved around Carlos. And even I wanted to touch on the stunts in this as well. Is that something you approach, Millie? Because I believe you did some of these yourself, and did people that you're jumping over caverns, there's all sorts going on, it's fighting. Is that something you kind of, any chance, Millie, that you might, by any chance, do a stunt? Or Millie, are you going in going, please, can I have a go?
I did the question very carefully because it's a tricky question to ask an actress to if she could be willing to do that. But the thing is, in this movie, it was really important to shoot it very real. And that's why I put the camera so close to Millie to show what is happening, what it's really feeling, through her eyes. So that implies that, most of the action scenes, the camera is gonna be so close to her. So I explained this to her, and she was so bold and brave to accept the challenge to do stunts by herself, which is fantastic, and you can see that in the movie. In fact, there is a moment that she literally fell, and it's her falling for real. So that was a take that we decided to use because it's the good one.
Well, yeah. It just makes your stomach, because you're like, oh my God, the fire is about to get her, the fire. And she falls, and you're just like, you just start to care and love about this character within the first 20 minutes of the film. And you have to care and love about, you have to care and love for her. Otherwise, you're not going to follow the film with urge. But I was, I was trepidatious going into it because I was scared that my ability, my physical ability wouldn't allow me to do the stunts. So sometimes I would say, okay, I can do that stunt, but I can do it once or twice, because I know that I don't go to the gym, I don't train, I'm not somebody who's, I'm not like, let's go. So I'm just like, I will throw myself on the ground once or twice really hard, but like make sure the camera's rolling and let's do it. And then some scenes, like the jumping from this cave I could have done 1,000 times. I loved it. Yeah. So some of the stunts I loved, and some of them I was like, I hate this. So yeah, but I loved it. It was so fun.
And of course, this isn't your first Netflix rodeo. Obviously, everybody's talking about this, and they're talking about you in Stranger Things, the final season filming right now. I'm not ready to say goodbye to 11, so I don't know how you are feeling about this. Like, as in, are you ready for that last day to say adios? Because it's a big part of your life, right?
Yeah, it's a big part of my life. I think for me, it was what threw me into acting, really. I love 11. I love the crew and the cast, and I think what helps is that I know my relationship with Netflix won't end. And I think for me, that's what helps me remain calm and like that I'm going to stay at home. you know, that these people know me and they care about me, and to work with them and collaborate with them is like a dream to me. So I think, yeah, I'm excited for the future and the, you know, future projects I'm going to do with Netflix. But I'm also, you know, sad, and it is bittersweet to say goodbye to, you know, a kind of a version of yourself. But, you know, she'll be here with me forever, so it'll be good.
It's a matter of
Exactly.
growing up, you know,
Yeah.
and changing and doing other things.
Yeah,
you know?
evolving.
It's part of the life, you know. So yeah.
This is part of the evolution, I should say. Congratulations on it. I love Damsel. Damsel, great to talk to both of you. Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.